Welcome to the Brownlow Boys. It's time. It's that time again. It's that time where we get together and have a chat. Although we're not together today. Everyone's in their own houses. I'm in my house. I'm in my ass. Kedge, are you in your ass?
Yeah. Oh, well, not
Satch?
my backside, but my house. Yeah.
Yeah. But Satch, you've been spending a lot of time with Kedge. Have you been in his ass recently?
No, I've not been in his ass. I've been in my ass.
Oh, wow. See, look at that. Well, okay. Well, everyone's in their own ass.
I like it, my ass.
Yeah. But again, I just got to address the side elephant in the room. It's not the main elephant in the room.
No.
But it's the fact that you guys have just started working together day to day in an office together, right?
Yeah, it wasn't daily, but it's become daily.
so Satch, was like a part-time lover.
Oh, that's a tune.
That is it.
Now it's full-time lover.
now it's full-time lover.
That's how he wanted it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a different kind of tune. It's like, oh, it's not as nice as it was before. No, but you're basically, obviously, we've said Kedge works for a very large radio station, and then they needed help, so he recruited in Satch, and now Satch has been recruiting almost full time, but for a temporary basis, full time. I think because I know Satch, he wouldn't commit to it otherwise. He couldn't say yes, I'll do a job for life. Satch is a bit like me in the way that it has to be freelance, has to have his little bit of freedom. He's in control. Whereas I think Kedge, you like big organizations. You like that mindset. What's this organization stand for? You like buying into that. Yeah, the beast. And even like, you talk about that, on all levels, whether it be football teams and managerial strategies and whatever. So I can see you in there. I can see you in a job like that. Yeah. But then Satch, I'm like, he's been pulled in by you and the workload has tripled in the last few days.
Yes.
So I'm looking at the two of your faces now and I'm addressing the elephant in the room is, are you two okay? Are we on talking terms, please?
To be fair, we don't talk. I just ping him on the chat. Just go, Satch, this needs done, and the poor fella.
This needs done. Is that what is that how he speaks English on the chat? Satch, this needs done.
This needs to be done. And the one time he did want to speak to me, like I only just managed to get to the toilet, and he's ringing me, and I'm thinking, bruv, let me at least have this moment.
Yeah, but he didn't know. You haven't got Mutti Watch on your phone. You haven't got an app that says, hold on a minute, let me just check before I dial Kedge.
Maybe that app needs to exist then.
Yeah,
I think we need it this week. We the last couple of weeks we need it.
Can you imagine that if you go to dial someone, did you know Kedge is currently having a tutty? Oh, okay, I'll give it 5 minutes and call back.
Like how iPhone have got that message that goes out. So if you're driving, it automatically sends out that message. Yeah. I think that the new OS update. I think that needs to be put in. The phones need to know that as soon as you go into a toilet. Nowadays, GPS and everything, they all know where the toilets are and everything. Yep. As soon as you go into a toilet, into that vicinity, your phone just goes into that mode where you go, excuse me, Satch is having a number 2.
So it's like, he'll call you back. It's a bit like toilet hacking.
Exactly. But it's like it can pick up on the acoustics or it knows like it can sense. I mean, phones must be smart enough to sense that this
pressure
is toilet
sensor.
Sounds or, whatever, or they hear you. But then do you can you set your personal setting for like how long do you need? Because Satch might want 20 minutes. Kedge, you might want 3 minutes. Quick, in and out.
Absolutely. I just think that, if your phone is in your pocket and it doesn't move for, a couple of minutes, that's it. It knows what's happening.
Oh, no, but
no, you can't.
You're on your phone.
Yeah. Or unless it can pick up the fact that your phone's by your ankles. Because then
it's funny that you're talking about messing around with your phone in the toilet. I'm going to get back to that because I want to talk to you about that in greater depth.
Okay. You need to talk about it now. It's all right. What is it? What's the issue?
So there was this story that I came across about the 30 unusual things adults have done in the bathroom.
Okay. Unusual. What do you mean?
Yes.
Like unusual, like normal unusual things, or you like? What do you mean? Like having a meal?
Well, just obviously, there's the bathroom has certain purposes for it, like having a shower or using the toilet, or in some cases maybe using the bidet. But other than that, it's unusual.
Yeah,
So-
and you shouldn't really be hanging around in there to do other tasks.
Yeah,
I think.
apparently it's been described as the most secretive place in your house, the bathroom, because you're alone. You can spend as long as you want in there, and a lot of things happen in there that maybe you think, well, actually, I can get away with it in here because.
Like, I don't understand what you want to get away with. Like, if you could, what could you want to get away with?
Okay, so an example, like the top thing that adults have admitted to doing in a bathroom is crying. It's a place where you can go and let it all out.
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
As well as crying.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, Barney is allowed to leave your body in the bathroom. So that's legit.
Exactly.
From any hole.
Yeah.
But then number 2 on this list was reading a book. Now, I don't get people who read books, news, because some people need to read a newspaper to enable the process of a number 2. And I'm like, I don't understand that. What is this about, this obsession with reading on the toilet? Don't you think that's a bit weird?
Bruv, from a very young age, if I'm going to bait him up, but if I pass my sister in the hallway of the house and she's got a magazine in her hand, I know where they're going. They're going for a sit-down magazine.
What's that about?
Yeah,
why?
I've never enjoyed that. I get pins and needles after about 10 minutes.
Yeah, no,
because then you get those red blotches on your thighs as well, don't you? Because your knees, your elbows are resting.
You know what? I never got this because I remember going to
Sorry, just the elbows are resting on them. You got to really hunch down to do that.
Yeah,
It's normal. Of course you're your hands. Come on, if you sit in that position.
No, my elbows are not on my thighs in the toilet.
They can be, but I
can be.
Yeah, but I don't use that position.
They can be.
That's more uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is very uncomfortable. But I'm just thinking about it. Just as you said that about the magazines, I remember going to people's houses and it's like a doctor's waiting room in the toilet because
it's like WH.
Yeah, they'll have a little selection of what you want to read while you're having a little number 2.
Some people got like a magazine rack.
I just think that is really weird.
Come on, and then all the dirty hands touching it and everything. Come
This was pre-COVID. So totally pre-COVID.
This study was commissioned by B&Q actually, and because they really wanted to know what was happening in the most secretive room in the house.
What other things are on there?
So the other things on there are number 3, getting a little bit jiggy with it. Number 4.
How old are you? You know what?
For a second there, I thought Will Smith was on the call.
Yeah, no, but it was when he was like
dancing to Will Smith tunes. Yeah,
no, you can imagine in Kedge's head, he's thinking, "Oh, hello, how do I say making love in the bathroom?"
No, because I almost said it. I almost said it, and then I thought, no, let's just try not to say it. Then there is I like this one, hid in there to avoid people. I've done that. I've hid in there to avoid many an auntie and uncle.
No, bruv, I hid in the bathroom to avoid a beating from my mum. Right? She was chasing me.
What? She was you locked it.
Huh? I locked the door. And she, but like my mum, when we were young, I'm talking pre-10, she was the chappal throwing, slapping, kind of mum. And then when I got sort of over 10, she just sort of stopped and she
doesn't come across like that now. I can't imagine her being militant.
She is like, she's so many other people's mums as well, because she was the stay-at-home mum out of the load of the puas and aunties and musties and all that. So a lot of the other kids came to her. But, bro, if I went and hid in the toilet, I must have been in there for what felt like 3.5 weeks, 3.5, maybe 4 weeks, hiding in the toilet. When I opened the door, she was waiting there and grabbed me from behind the door. So you're right. Hiding in the toilet is a good one, but I'm just saying from track record, doesn't always work.
Doesn't that make it worse because then the beating's brewing?
Yeah,
of course. Then it's festering. Yeah.
Surely you should just take it. And that's the end of it, isn't it?
Yeah, but imagine
if she bust the door down and bog washed your head down the toilet.
Yeah,
she could have done that. She could have done that.
Or in that time, she could have called for her friends and said, "Look, this boy thinks he's smart. Come back me up. Let's do him together. Let's make it a little fun outing." But you're right. Okay, hiding. I get
hiding is there, and then there's a few in here which I reckon a lot of people do anyway, and that is giving themselves a pep talk in the toilet. I think I've done that.
Yeah.
Playing online games on your phone.
Yeah, always. That's the
answering work emails. We've done that.
Yeah.
Playing video games. Finishing off your online shopping. Oh my God, many a time. Because that is a good time to do. Because online shopping is a waste of your life time. But you can do if you can do two things on in the toilet, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Good use of time. Watching the news, playing. I like this one. Playing games when you're sitting on the toilet seat, but not like games like on your phone, but like chucking the empty bog roll into the bin, or like you have those kind of flicking the bit of whatever dirt or something that into the sink.
No, I tell you what. My one is when I'm in the shower, and when you finish one of the body washes or whatever, right? One of the soaps, and you've got to lob the empty thing over the shower door, and it's obviously got a swoosh straight down the toilet. And our toilet bin, the bin in the toilet has got a lid on it, right? But it's like a wicker basket one. So it's got a wicker lid that rests on it. Sometimes that wicker basket lid is just to one side. So it's only half the whole of the bin is showing. So you got to get it just right. I love that. That's a good game. But
you've got loads of time on your hands.
But do you put if I make this, then this happens? Do you do that? Do you do the conditional thing?
Have you not been in Tommy's house when he's been in the toilet? Come on, Sedge.
No, but I don't know. I mean, I'm usually just in there having a shower and I'm out there.
This was strange. Some strange
ones. You can always hear me banging the bin in my toilet.
Absolutely. And it's although to be fair, in Tommy's downstairs toilet, there's not a lot of space to maneuver. You're kind of quite sort of once you've lodged in, you're lodged in there. But but the slightly weird things that are now we're going to go into the list. That is, people have had a dance in the toilet. People have had a beer. I can't imagine having a beer in the toilet.
I don't think food or drink does not belong in the loo.
Slept in the toilet.
Well, or like on purpose, or like I just lay down here for a minute because I don't think I can make it to my bed.
Sleep while sitting down?
Has anyone slept in the bathroom?
Yes. I've woken up in the bathroom.
What? I've slept in the bathtub before, yeah.
How?
Why?
I've fallen asleep.
You've never even drunk.
Yeah, no, but if you're like sitting in the tub, like having a bubble bath and you fall asleep,
that's dangerous, that. You could have slid in.
No, but it's not that deep in it where you're going to thing.
Wow.
You have a little snooze. Trust me, there's nothing better like in the winter's day when you're in the tub and you have a little 5-minute cheeky snooze.
Wow, that's epic.
No. I got to say, we highly recommend nobody has to sleep in a bath. But I suppose if what you're saying is it's a good little size. You got a backrest.
Yeah,
I'm warm.
You can't even slide down in my bath. That's it. You're in it. Once you're in it, you ain't moving.
Then you're
Fair
right.
enough.
Then that's okay. But then but see, the eating and drinking thing, I will if I want to eat something, I don't even want to be chewing in the bathroom. About it. So the two things do not go together.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I'm disgusted by even drinks open. Like sometimes Milo and Logan will be walking in, let's say they're eating a breadstick, and they'll be walking into the toilet. I go, I stop them like they're about to walk into the road. I'm like, don't take the food in there.
Back in the day when we were allowed in clubs and bars and everything, and you would have a bottle of beer, let's just say, would you take that into the toilet?
Yeah. Then you rest it on the urinal, and then you rest it on the hand dryer.
You're weird. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that.
No, I tell you what I would do.
Just give it to your mate.
No, I tell you what I would do. No, I don't trust my mate. He's probably worse. I don't know what he's going to do to it. You don't know the mates I've got. I would put it on the window. If there was a window like in the toilet.
So higher than any splash level.
Yeah. No splash, no one and also fumes, smell. It's by the windows. Air.
I would not drink it if I've taken it into a public toilet.
That is going into your bottleneck, mate. Whatever the scent, whatever.
It's all. I mean, look at Corona. Corona is an example. It's flying around.
The way I look at it is a public toilet, say in a club, for example. Every surface has been weed on. There's no dinner, even the ceiling. So there's no point even trying to. Like if you're saying it's on the windowsill, someone's peed on the windowsill. I guarantee it.
Okay. So clubbing. Oh God, that's completely changed my whole clubbing vibe. I'm like, you have to hide your drinks every time you go to the bar. Okay. Well, just talking of things that we. So was that everything on the list, Kev?
Yeah, no, that was it. It was like you because you mentioned the phone in the toilet. I thought I've got the story for it. Let's chat about it.
Then let me ask you this then, right? Because you're talking about clubs just there. You've been to a club recently. I haven't been to. I was thinking about this. We were talking to my missus about this, who's just come back from Ibiza. Right?
Oh,
she's been there for 5 days with a mate. They went away. I think I mentioned this. It was the mate whose 40th birthday went to a little while ago.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
And then they went away. There's a couple of them, 3 of them all went away. And so I'm also, can I just say, flying completely solo with the kids. which I've not done for a long time because obviously lockdown, we've all been at home together.
Stuck together.
School bags, the sports kit, wash that kit. Is there a shirt iron for tomorrow? Rah, rah, rah. The runs back, he's got a club, so he go and pick the little one up at 3 o'clock. The other one I got to go back for at 4:30. Then I got to get the little one fed and then put him back in the car and go pick the big one up. Like when you're doing it solo, I'm just going to say hats off to all solo parents, single parents out there. If you're doing it, if that's your life day to day, then honestly, I salute you. It's tough.
You're coming across as if you're broken.
Oh, I tell you what I realized. I could only do it knowing it was short term. And I realized I'm not, you know me, I'm not organized. I wing it. My life's a wing.
Would you swap it for a week of working with Kedge?
Oh, no, don't be silly. It was
not that bad.
It wasn't Guantanamo Bay,
I'll take your kids out for the rest of the week. You can go
No, I would. But one thing I did do in this week was I had to then go to the airport to pick my missus up. She went herself. She went with the mates, but picking her up.
Did you even remember how to get to the airport?
I was a little bit excited about driving to the airport, just driving to Heathrow. It was, it just felt exciting. Like, that was it for me. That was like, life is coming back to normal.
What terminal did you go
to? What was it? No, actually, because I met her in like a central sort of waiting area because they'd already come out. Yeah. So it was just a kind of a quick pickup, I think, at Terminal 3. Or 4. Yeah, look at such travel so much. Can I just say, before the podcast started, I was just talking about a local store near me, and he went, "Oh yeah, the one on the A406, just off the, He named the A road as off, and that's round by where I live. I went, yeah, and he went, yeah, I know it well. I'm like, how do you know that bloody random outfit? Anyway, so my thing is,
if he paid that much attention to some work, all right, in the office, he might be actually quite good.
Well, it's turned into an appraisal. But my thing is, like this week, so I've been flying solo and I did an airport run. Life's kind of coming back to normal with the airport run, but also big up anybody doing it on their own. What have you been up to this week?
So quickly, very quickly, the airport run, you can't do that from next month.
What do you mean?
Like, as in, you got to pay a £5 to go and pick someone up from the airport.
Nah, all airports? That rip-offs. The airports are rip-offs anyway.
Yes.
No, but hold on a minute.
The signs are there. I was at the
Desis are going to work that. Desis will find another way. How all the Desis go to the drop-off point to pick up their relatives.
I did.
No. The drop-off point, it costs you a £5, and it's not even like a barrier one. The camera just takes a picture of your car.
Oh, that's gonna catch bear people.
So does that mean you don't have to pay for parking then?
No, so you're going to have to pay just to drop and pick.
You have to pay a £5 to drop someone off or pick someone up.
So now, stopping.
So this is the business plan.
No,
in Hounslow, we need a shuttle service.
Wait, to be fair, there is no pickup point now. The pickup point always takes you straight into the car park. So you can't actually go and pick anyone up. You have to go into a car park.
No, but we
at the moment usually do the little cheeky slide.
Yeah, pick up at the drop off. Yeah,
but that's gone out the window because you've got to pay a £5 now.
This is what I mean. So business plan. All we need to do is get some sort of bus for £2 from Hounslow to the airport. Drop your rallies off there. No parking fees or anything like that. No £5, but it's just £2 for the bus because
bus.
Yeah.
Because Patel and Singh's coach service needs to, drop people off.
What if the car doesn't technically stop? What if it's still moving?
Oh, here we go. Look, he's trying it.
You undo the windows, you throw the cases out, you go around one more time, and then someone jumps out at 1 mile an hour. Fine. You can't do it with your mum.
I was going to say, I want to see you do that to your mum and dad. Yeah.
I can't do it with them.
Off we go. Rolling start. Here we go.
I'm telling you, if you drop me off the airport, I would do a tumble roll to save you a £5. I'll do a little, in the movie.
But it's not even that. It's like going over the Dartford crossing. It just has you on camera. Like whether you're moving or not, it's got you, and you're paying a £5.
Airports are a rule of their own, isn't they? I think they got diplomatic immunity. Like, I'm going to go to WH Smith or Woolworths, whatever it is, in the airport. Right, you go in. I'll have a sandwich, £4.90. What do you mean? Meal deal £7.50. No, meal deals aren't £7.50. Meal deals are £2.95, £3.50, £4. I don't know. You're in an airport now. Yeah, but it's still England. I haven't gone through no conversion. Wetherspoon's gonna have a pint. Oh, £6.20.
Yeah, because you're already in holiday mode, so they know they don't care. You're not checking anything. You've got the big £50 notes. Just go for it.
It makes sense. Their price hikes. Like, I get it, central London, the businesses, and central any city, the business have to pay a higher business rate or higher rents and all that kind of stuff. But airports, you got a captive market. They ain't going nowhere. They've come to the airport, and yet you want to charge 4 times everything. And now, they've obviously, you imagine it's been eating them up. Been seeing people.
Of course, they've seen people.
Free.
Everyone knows that trick. Everyone knows that trick. So they've obviously caught on. Yeah, well, there you go.
Exactly. Basically, just avoid the airport. Don't go to the airport. It's a rip-off.
So first time you went to the airport, should I tell you the first time that I did something after lockdown has sort of lifted in the UK, and I went swimming. In a swimming pool. Yeah. Oh my God! Because I thought, let me have a look. And they were, it's none of this booking business. You just go in, rock up as normal. First cock up, they've changed the lockers, so it's not a £1 coin, it's a 50p. So I had to walk out in my juddies and ask for, the 50p coins. Am I embarrassed? No. Went out in the flippers and the slippers.
Should be.
But it's
they
annoying.
Probably thought you were a child because you haven't got no hair on your body. Oh, look, boy's
little kid. Excuse me. And so that was the first sort of balls up of it. And then I was like, okay, let's do this.
Can you stop saying cock balls? I'm talking about swimming.
Yeah. What are you imagining?
Just please. Anyway. You keep saying it. Just like I can.
But it was interesting. I tell you what, though, 2 years of not swimming, and I did 2 lengths, and the fitness that I've managed to get, which is pretty incredible, whilst running for 2 years, pool fitness is mega different. I was dead. Yeah. 2 lengths, and it's like, hold on a minute. But I've been running all of this. But after 2 lengths, it was a different. But I tell you what, the breathing that I've been doing means that I was underwater for a very long time, and it was almost scary how long I can stay underwater now.
But also because you have got a body like a dolphin with no hair, you've also got a hole in the back of your neck that you breathe out of. Do you?
I wish.
A little gill.
Yeah.
No, but see, that's good. So that's funny, isn't it? It's a post-lockdown, the breathing techniques, and I know you've been speaking about breathing quite a lot, but in terms of like the benefits of breathing through your nose. So you feel like that's made a difference. To what then? Because if you're saying it's still exhausting,
to staying underwater, I can stay like like when you're doing strokes and stuff.
There's no Olympics. There's no Olympics. How long can you hold your breath, bro?
No. When you're doing front crawl, I can actually go for much longer without having to. Before it used to be like 2-3 strokes, and I'm like, it was like Sonic the Hedgehog coming up for air. But now all of a sudden, I can just sort of keep on doing the strokes, and so I was in one way improvement.
Cock up. Balls up, couple of strokes, and I'm like, I mean, this is a whole different conversation. We could re-edit this conversation.
That's what I mean.
I might ask a different question at the beginning. Go, hey, so guys, how have you find playing with yourselves? And kid, you go, oh man, cock up, balls up. Sonic the Hedgehog, I felt a right prick. Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
I'm just glad that I'm not at a leisure centre near him. Like, imagine going in and seeing Kedge walking around in his Speedos around the leisure centre.
And it was the Tottenham Hotspur. It was the Tottenham one with the cock on the shorts as well. Yeah. So
oh God,
yeah, and inside it. Yep. Good.
So yeah, that was my week.
Well done. Well, it's good. But actually, I went swimming not so long ago. But I was saying, and I took Milo to his swimming lesson on Friday, and this is all linked up because I was saying to him, I was having a random moment to Milo who didn't get it. I went, isn't water amazing? When you think about it, the uses of it and the feeling of getting in it from a shower to a swim, the feeling of water on your body, it's up there. It's up there as a great
drinking
feeling.
It.
Yeah. I mean, what'd you say?
Drinking it. It's good feeling when you're.
I thought you said, and you can shrink in it. I was like, if you stay in it too long, you sort of shrink and shrivel up. But there you go. So I thought it's good. Well done for getting back in swimming.
The thing I can talk about this week, and it's probably because I've been on a train so much, and I think that the one thing that I think that I'm probably good at now is I want to put my name out there for being a makeup artist, because that's all ever anyone does on the train nowadays.
What, like on the tube, getting ready for work in the morning?
Yeah, well, it's not on the tube, just generally on the overground trains. I get on the overground train.
Are you going there, Saj?
It's just yeah, I am going there because I'm just sitting there, and like the other day I was looking around in the carriage. I probably counted about 12 people doing their makeup in my carriage, and I was just watching.
Does that bug you? Does it bug you?
Yeah, it definitely bugs me, but I'm not going to get into
everything
that.
Bugs Satch. There's no.
Everything does bug me, but that bugged me the most. And
why does it bug you?
Because I just feel like you should just wake up 10 minutes early and do it at home. Why are you doing it train? Like,
the female population is up in arms now.
Kedge, it's not just women that wear makeup.
Exactly.
I carry my concealer around with me all the time.
And everyone else who does makeup is up and is now there's gonna be protests.
That's like me saying, fine, then I might as well just, forget half my clothes and wear them on the train or brush my teeth on the train. Like,
shave,
honestly,
have a little dry shave.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it.
It doesn't disturb you. It's not disgusting. It's not a bad.
I think it's quite dangerous. If you're doing eyeliner and all of a sudden the train jerks, I mean, you could poke your eye out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just don't know how it's just become part of train etiquette that is acceptable now to sit there and do your makeup and other people have just got to look at you. Because you can't not look at it. Do you see what I mean? That's the problem.
What would you like to do on the train? What do you do at home that you would like? Like, would you cut your toenails? Would you do that?
I wouldn't do none of that. Like that stuff.
I've seen certain women paint their nails on a train.
Yeah.
Hands. You can't do your feet. That's disgusting.
Well, you could.
I've seen a girl do I think I saw her do a nail polish the other day actually. And then the other thing that happened to me on the train was the fact that I picked up a newspaper the other day, managed to find a seat. Sat down, I had a massive rucksack with me, put the newspaper down on the seat next to me because I was trying to sort myself out.
Yeah.
A lady came and sat on my newspaper. That was the newspaper. It was gone. It was gone.
Sat on it. Brilliant.
Hard to say to her, that was my newspaper. And I didn't want to pick it up after because you don't know what kind of crumbles on.
Because it was warm and the ink started to melt.
No, but you know what? You probably left it too long to address it. You need to go straight. Whoa! Sorry, let me grab my paper.
Well, but that has to be the initial. That has to be in the first 2 seconds.
If you wait more than 5 seconds, because she's going to sit down and then you're going to go. Unless you go, excuse me, has anyone seen my newspaper?
Yeah, exactly. What you should have done is a little bit later. You should have started looking around, going, I had a newspaper.
It's cool,
here.
man.
Where's it gone?
That newspaper's gone. Like, I don't want a bum-infested newspaper. Yeah.
Bum-infested. How old are you, Sam?
Honestly, that's something that Tommy's sons might come out and say.
I don't want to touch it. Like COVID and that. Just keep.
COVID does not spread. It doesn't spread through the bum.
There was a study that said it did.
Right.
It probably was somewhere or another.
It's funny how we've like Satch's talking about the sort of like dealing with issues on the train and all of that and there's this thing that I read this week and I thought, you know what, this is really interesting and I was going to ask you two about it as well. Mm-hmm. and it was about how there's been this whole thing about how adults have been questioned about what advice would they give to their younger self.
Oh, very good.
And I thought this is brilliant because obviously we are, of a certain age and we've been through life. And imagine if you bumped into your sort of 18-year-old, 20-year-old self and what kind of advice would you give? Now there is a list of that was, printed in a newspaper that people voted for. And the most popular one was believe in your gut reaction. But I don't know if that would be my top one.
Well, it depends on your life. If in the past you've kind of thought, let's just say, I don't know, you got into a bad business deal, right? And you went, actually, I knew something wasn't right about that. Then you'd say to yourself, hey, believe in your gut thing. But then I'm thinking more like your school self. Like what would you say to your younger self?
Number 5 was invest time in studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's got to be one of the biggest ones for me. I think so. I tell myself, proper, like get your head down and get on with it.
But see, you could have done. And then what would you? Go on. Sorry, what did you say, Kedge?
What age would you have said that to you?
Yeah,
I think so. Probably around like A levels time.
Yeah, right. I think so.
GCSE was 16. Yeah,
you can't. No, see, that's invalid. That's an invalid thing to say because your 17, 18-year-old self would just go, no, mate. So, who are you again? What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm like that. As Kedge was saying that, the first thing I was thinking was if I was giving myself some tips to my younger self, I'd be like, shut up, mate. I ain't listening to you. Like,
exactly.
You see what I mean?
Right. So that you're young. So meaning. But yes, now that you wish you'd studied more.
Yes.
So what would you actually say to young? So, by the way, in this makeup scenario, does young Sachin, young Tommy, young Kedge know that the old Sachin, Tommy, Kedge is them? Or do they not?
No, absolutely. So imagine you're 18 and all of a sudden you see this person come towards you.
Who looks like an older you.
Then that's different because I think I'd listen to myself. Whereas if it was some other like uncle, like say for example, Kedge was telling me what to do, I'd just be like, I ain't got time for this. Do you see what I mean?
But more importantly, if someone like Kedge came along and went, bruv, I'm from the future, yeah? What you got to do, yeah, is make
sure your mate.
Yeah, I'm your mate. And listen, soon after you told everyone that you fell asleep in the bath, you actually fell asleep in the bath and you never were, so you can't be doing that, right? But you'd go, what? He's just, random guy. But you're right. Yourself to yourself is different. Okay.
I'm just thinking about now, like, for example, like when I talk to like my nephew or something like that, and I'm trying to give them advice now. Like I'm the older sort of uncle. Yeah. And I'm trying to tell them, school, you should really enjoy it because I think when you get older, you're gonna be like, oh man, I should have, taken part in more stuff and stuff like that. Yeah. And he just looks at me gormless because I'm just thinking like, do you know what I mean? Like,
but that's kids nowadays. They're all a bit gormless.
They are a bit, and I don't know. Like, maybe I didn't.
But surely, what you're describing is when your mum and dad were telling you to do things. And you didn't want to do it, or you would have done it. Do you see what I mean?
It's not that I wouldn't have done it. I would have listened to them and then, assess the situation when you're in the mood.
Yeah, probably not done it. I'm sure your parents told you to work hard, pay attention.
Yeah, but that's just. I'm sorry, but that's just the parent script. Every parent says that, isn't it? That's just comes with the handbook.
Okay, on that note, what if you had to pick one main repeated bit of advice that your parents gave you throughout your life? What is your mum and dad's go-to phrase? So my mum, just while you're thinking, my mum's was pot parla, like read, read your work, yeah,
right,
yeah, kush banaja, become something, yeah, work hard for yourself, right? And my dad's was actually like, don't worry, be happy.
Oh, that's a good one.
He used to sing the song, "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
Yeah.
And his advice was, dance as much as you can.
Right, you're focusing proper children, Tommy.
You come from, it sounds like you come from.
They're good time people.
The rock and roll lifestyle.
Yeah. No, but it was study hard, but dance and sing, and my dad is the one who pushed us all into drama. Me and my sisters made us do drama stuff. So okay, so like that was their lesson. What was your parent? What did they bang? I know Kedge, yours was like strict, hardcore.
Yeah, Kedge was
study.
It was but I think the thing that stuck with me, I mean, because my mum didn't really get involved in the education side of things, so she never really, she was. Early. Yeah, she was just too busy. She was too busy feeding us the best food. But
she's like, my dad, he's not really my child. So do I have to do this?
Forget it.
Well, yeah, especially after I hit her around the head with a cricket bat. That story.
Really?
So
he said this before.
We've done that.
Oh, okay.
We've done that.
Sorry,
listen back to find out about how I hit my mum around the head with a cricket bat. But my dad always said, he goes, you could. This was more sort of as I was sort of finishing school, sixth form. And going into university. And he went, you could do whatever you want to do, but he goes, make sure you're the best at it. And I thought, so he's given me a free pass to do whatever, because obviously, I was, the Asian who'd done French, German and art. So there's no hope for me at all, amongst Asian families. But that's why, so he gave me the free pass of do whatever you want to do, but he goes, make sure you're the best at it. And I was like, oh my God, like, do you know what I mean? But I think that always stuck in my head. Hence the Kedge that you've come to love nowadays, both of you.
Yeah.
Yes, anyway.
But actually, I will give you that. That is definitely a quality you have. Like, even if we're playing five-a-side football or something else work-wise or whatever, you want it to be the best. You want and you get very upset when it's maybe not heading that way.
I do.
Okay. And you let everybody know that you might be a little bit upset that it's not. I'm kidding. Satchel, what was your main?
I think
not the usual advice, like slightly.
Yeah, specific. I think it's to be fair, it wasn't really much advice. I'd say like the one person that always kind of kept me in check was my granddad, more so than my parents, and but I think the thing that I got from all of them was just the culture of just get on with it. Like there was no messing around. Just shut up, build a bridge, get on with it. That's all it is.
And again, that's very you.
That is very me, yeah.
That is
true.
And you know, Satch is not a moper. I'm a moper. I'm an emotional. I will dwell on a moment. You know, films, songs,
and I will entertain that. I do like it, and I entertain
will
you.
have a little moment in my own time. I will. It's not like I'm completely heartless. I won't. I will.
No, I'm not saying you are.
But
that doesn't mean you're heartless. It just means that Tommy likes to drag it out a little bit.
It does come
Not even drag it out. I'm lost in the emotions of whatever I'm feeling there. Whereas Satch will go, yeah, this is annoying. This has upset me. But what can I do? What you can do about it? Kevin Hart said it. Kevin Hart said shoulder shrug. He goes, I can shoulder shrug most things. He goes, oh, that didn't work out. Okay. Oh, I lost that sponsorship deal. Shoulder shrug. Okay, moving on. Exactly. And I think you've got that in you.
Satch is a shoulder shrugger.
Yeah, like
shoulder shrugger stretching. It's a tongue twister that.
Shoulder shrugging. Yeah, you're right because you got to switch up the S.
Yeah, shoulder shrugging stretching. It's hard. You're turning
You're going to end up saying stretching. Yeah, shoulder shrugging. Shoulder shrugging.
It's hard.
Stretching. Wow, it's tougher than I thought.
It is hard.
You know what? We should invent our own tongue twister around that. You know, like he sells, she sells on the seashore, whatever. She sells seashells on the seashore. That's all right now.
Well, we can't even say 3 words, let alone a sentence. So I think let's just keep it at that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But see, again, what I would say from that is this advice clearly that your parents give you or that you would give to your former self would stick because you can see how we are all.
I think it's more just the culture of get on with it rather than like no one's actually really sat down and told me, get on with it. We're just all the same. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So in a way, would you tell yourself the same advice that your parents get? If I would still tell myself the same sort of things. I go, yeah, you know what, chill, don't be happy. Of course, you want to give little inside tips and go, by the way, these are lottery numbers for the triple rollover. Getting on that, you might tell yourself some of that stuff as well. That'd be nice. But aside from that. Sometimes I do think, should I write down the lottery numbers just in case I get stuck into like little time vortex moment and I go back and I think, because imagine right now something happens and you wake up and it's 10 years before, you'll go, oh crap, I don't know what the lottery numbers were. I didn't write any of them down.
Yeah.
So you should actually just have the rollover numbers just tattooed on your thigh.
I think you've been watching too many films, mate.
Can you imagine? You would have the knowledge of like, I am not going into any WhatsApp groups ever. Don't join. That.
Or I know when to leave them. More importantly, you time that just right. But I even think about the property game as well. I think, like imagine just hitting all the property peaks just right, and kind of you could make all that money there. And then someone goes, but if you could go back in time, wouldn't you invent the iPhone? Right? And I go, bruv, I couldn't invent the iPhone now, even using the iPhone. Like I wouldn't.
How do you start?
Yeah. I didn't have to make the case. I couldn't even invent a case. So no, I'm no good for that.
I could just about invent a sausage roll.
I think they've been around for a while though. And talking of sausage rolls, can we just talk about Greggs, please?
Oh, right? Have you been sponsored? Have you got a deal?
I haven't got a deal. Well, you know what? You're going to think I'm sponsored because I feel quite passionately about Greggs. As we know, we all do. We all have our own brands.
We have a little favourite. No, but I think everyone's partial to a Greg.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a little Greggs.
A singular is not a Greg. It's still a Greggs.
It's a Greggs.
Yeah.
Okay. But I experienced the Greg actually at school. I knew about Greggs.
Was Greggs always called Greggs in your area?
Yeah.
I've not known it to be anything else.
Down here it was called Baker's Oven.
No, that's a different brand.
No, and then Greggs came and took over.
Yes, exactly. It's a different brand that took over.
No, but like it was just there was no Greggs in South London when I was a kid at all. It was like a North London thing.
Yeah.
No, I don't think Greggs. I think Greggs is newish. I don't think it was there growing up.
No, but I remember. So when we had that Baker's down here, when I used to go to my cousins up in North London, they had Greggs everywhere, and I was like, we don't have Greggs.
That might have been in the early days. But around the East End, it was always Percy Ingle. That was the chain of bakery, and they're famous. Percy Ingle were famous in the East End of London. But anyway, Greggs. This is the headline that got my eye because it actually upset me straight away with the headline. It says, it's in the Mirror, secrets of an ex-Gregg worker. And then it's in quote marks, why I'll never eat there again after I saw too much. That's what he's saying, right? So you think, no weapon. Then the opening line is, in 2008 is when this geezer stopped working there. So first he's straight away, I'm like, well, hang on a minute. That's 13 years ago.
Yeah, but it takes a bit of time for before
someone to come out with their story. 13 years later.
What is it? Dog meat and the sausage rolls? What is it?
That's what I thought. It's not. And I don't even appreciate you saying that because that's how rumors spread. No.
I'm just by the headline. I'm quite like, it's got to be something like big like that.
Let me tell you something. A bad headline can ruin your career. Trust me. Right. So listen,
I understand that.
So he's gone 2008. Yeah, it's the last time I worked there. You're never more than 0.3 miles away. This is a true stat. 0.3 miles. If you're in a city centre, you're never more than 0.3 miles away from a Greg's, right?
Brilliant.
But this guy goes, I saw too much, and I'm here to give you a glimpse of what I saw. Right?
What did he see?
What did he see? What is the meat? It goes, oh, if you get there, no one wants to serve you. We never did. Greg's staff arrive a couple hours before opening. They allow 30 minutes to prep the food. And they argue about who has to serve it. Working the till is the least favorite job. And I'm going, yeah, fine. That's all fine. You're not dissing the food, right? Mm-hmm. Then he goes, sometimes we had food fights and we'd throw tomatoes at each other. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Right? It says, if you get there and they say the coffee, did I already say this? If the coffee machine's not working, it's because no one can be bothered to pour you a coffee, so they might be lying. I'm like, no, mate. And that's it. And then the story kind of comes to an end. It says, oh yeah, you give a staff discount. They give you a generous staff discount, but they don't let you give food away for free to your mates.
Who had a discount at Greg's?
The staff do.
Oh, right. I thought you I thought you meant like they give the customers a discount.
Yeah. So basically, and I'm like, this is in the Mirror. The Mirror have done this story. They've gone to town with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hold on, none of that is a diss on Greg's. And only a diss on that guy who worked there, who I should name and shame for trying to hate on the Church of Greg's.
I think they've done you here, Tommy.
Look at that. He says, I'm 13 years clean. I'll never eat there again. Why have they done me?
Good man.
Because you're the one that was offended by the story. You clicked on it, which is what they want. Yeah, and there's nothing in the story.
I've been triggered. But what I don't like, it's like when everyone goes, oh yeah, KFC, they're serving up pigeons or three-legged chickens. I'm like, no, they're not.
But he has. I think it's interesting because he's kind of revealed the naughty tricks that they would do. The coffee machine one is a good one.
But I think that happens at McDonald's where they say.
Of course it is. The milkshake doesn't never work in.
There you go.
I mean, we've all worked in retail. I used to have a few of those sort of tricks up my sleeve as well. So
you would do what this guy's done, just to not serve people and things like that. Go on. What would you do? Firstly, where were you in retail?
So when I was at John Lewis, and I used to work in the clothing and trainers area, which was on the top floor in Oxford Street, I became quite the sort of senior person, as senior as you can be when you're at university. Can
I just say I didn't work this job with Kedge?
No, okay. Did he try and get you in though?
Yeah, he did. I was about 5.
Yeah, but there were many a times when someone would ask for a pair of shoes, and so you'd have to go into the stock room around the back. And if it was in the high sort of top shelf, I'd just go, I can't be bothered. I'd just go, sorry, I haven't got
That's your job. That's your job. That's your job to go and get the shoes for the guy.
But like, if they come with 10 minutes to go and the shop's about to shut, come on, bruv. Like, I ain't got your size now. Like, this is not time. But like,
back to your dad's advice. If you're going to do something, do it properly.
The best of your ability. Yeah.
Yeah, but just sometimes, sometimes, like, if people didn't say please and thank you, I wouldn't bother. It would put me off.
Do you want to know something, Kedge? Right? Because I'm a size 13 shoe.
The big feet people. Yep. As soon as someone said anything big, I wouldn't even go and check. I go, sorry, we don't do that. I wouldn't even go in the back. I'd just go, sorry, we only got size 11.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even bother.
Right. I'd get the shoe that I want. I go, can you see if you got this in the size 13? And if you haven't got this, I'll take anything you got in a size 13. Right? Meaning you got to come out. And some of them would come back and they go, no, we got no, or we don't do it. It's not our policy to go up to 13. Yeah. Or they'll go, no, there wasn't anything. And I'm like, anything in all the shoes here? All these shoes? I think a normal black shoe to, like a dress shoe, whatever. Because when you get to size 13, you're not fussy. You're like, listen, I'll take whatever you got. Like, I'm not going to get the pretty little shoes because I'm just not going to find them. So, I was ready for God's sake. I
just send them a Nike Town. If as soon as they pick a Nike trainer, I'll go, no, Nike Town, they do all the unlimited big feet people ranges. We don't do it. Sorry. Yeah. Well, get rid of them quick. Come on.
Sachin's a shoe lover. That's upsetting because, think about the trainers you could have missed out on, Sach, if you had someone like Kedge serving you.
People like Kedge, I know, man. I'm quite sad to hear about that.
There you go.
Come on, everyone who's working in retail has had moments like that.
It's like if you're doing something, you got to do it to the best of your ability, isn't it?
All right, let me ask you this then, Sachin, Mother Teresa, right? Right. If someone comes up and they ask for a song, but you just don't want to play it, would you say, I ain't got it?
No. Why don't you add a bit more characters to that? If Kedge came up to you in the middle of the night and goes, "Oh, but come on, you got to play Hot Stepper. Ini Kamosi, come on, Saj." What would you say? What would you do? Would you even say anything?
You might play Ini Kamosi. You might play,
Well, I'd get the bouncer and get him to kick you out of the club.
Right, there you go. See, is that very professional, Sach? Is that doing the job to your best ability?
Go, sorry, bro, I ain't got that with me. Today.
I haven't got it. I haven't got Ini Kamosi. I've never heard it. What's that song?
Oh, God. You'll get more spit in your ear if you did that.
No, do you know what? Like, I don't mind playing songs for people, but I don't like people that are rude about it. When you come up to me and you just, start shouting in my ear, I'm sorry, I ain't got time for that.
Where do you stand on the person who has the song written on their phone and they hold it up to you?
I don't mind that because I can't hear half the time. So it's better.
That's a quick one to just kind of go, yeah, thank you, and then you just forget about it. That's a good one.
If you come once, don't come more than once. Like you have to just come once and bug off.
Really? Is that the DJ gold? That is something we have learned new. So because I always think if a DJ's done it once for me, I've got an in. So I'm going to go again.
They're just going to come with their whole Spotify playlist and be like, here you go, this one and this one. No, mate, I'm not a jukebox.
There's a psychological time frame that you got to allow between their request. Even if you're about to play their song next, if they come up and go, oh yeah, Ini Kamosi Hot Stepper, and let's say it's there, lined up, ready to play next, I'd not play it for a couple of songs' time because then someone like Kedge will go, look at this guy.
Wow, look at Tommy. Yeah, Tommy's mean.
Tommy, that's taking it a bit too far.
No, it's not.
I'll just bang you on if I've got it.
No, because Kedge will come back and go, oh, well, he played that one straight away.
I'm in with DJ Tommy.
Yeah. Have you got the B-side remix of Gerua from the soundtrack of...
Arabic version.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, now he thinks he could be a DJ. Oh, I used to DJ a bit on the side. Oh, really? Did you? Yeah. What are you doing here on a Saturday night? Go on.
I hate that. When people come up to me, like, oh, yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm like, then why aren't you DJing? Why are you here on a Saturday night, bruv?
Exactly.
Go and DJ.
Make some money.
I don't want to know.
Well, that is something that we have learned today from the DJ, the golden DJ rule. But in other news, what is the other things that you have learned this week?
Can I start? Can I kick these off? Because I'm quite. It was because I've always loved, and you know this, word games, word stuff. I love Scrabble. I used to play Scrabble at university all the time. Yeah. I just love word stuff, word plays, countdown, all that. Mm-hmm. Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Pacific Ocean.
All right. Firstly, on a little side note, a lot of people call it the Pacific Ocean. That winds me up. But anyway, right?
Who said that?
People do go, oh yeah, they go, oh, Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, people do say that.
Yeah.
What, as a joke? Or is
no. It's like a little bindu thing to kind of mess it up and say. Anyway,
right.
But Pacific Ocean has got 3 C's in it. 2 in Pacific, 1 in Ocean, all used differently with different sounds. Pacific Ocean.
Oh, very, very nice.
3 different ways of using the letter C. It's a silly little thing. I just liked it. And now I've said it. Next time you see Pacific Ocean, you'll be the same.
There's 3 C's, all said differently. I like that. Simple.
Yeah. What you got?
Sachi.
All right, I'll go next. My one's food related, and I was a bit mind blown by this one because I still can't get my head around how and why, and it shouldn't make sense, but it does make sense. So Domino's Pizza, everyone loves Domino's Pizza, and
are they sponsoring?
When you're no, they're not sponsored. When you're not after this story, definitely not. Everyone, when you get Domino's, you love the little garlic and herb dip that comes in the corner, don't you? And then sometimes you can get like the bigger tub of it.
Oh, the big pot is game.
It's called the
big dip. Yeah,
it's called the big dip, which is
probably. I'd say it's probably the size of maybe 3 or 4 of those little corner ones.
Oh, is it 3 or 4? I would have gone maybe 2.5, 3.
I'd say about 3. Yeah, it's
Big Dip is my cousin's name, but it's okay. That's what we can call him. Oh,
Big Dip. Is there a small dip as well?
Yeah.
It's 100 grams basically. That dip contains more calories than 2 McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Nah. Are you serious?
Oh, yes, that's a fact.
That is
a fact. But hold on.
675 calories is what's in the Big Dip. Whereas if you get 2 cheeseburgers, 602.
Oh
Well,
man.
what's that dip
what would
got
you
in
have?
here? That's
Tell
so
me, what would
fat.
you have?
I don't get it. What's that dip got? What is it made of? Cheese?
No, it's going to be creaminess.
Yeah.
It's the main thing is going to be cream. That's where the calories will come from because it's cream. It's got probably butter. It might be butter and cream because that's how you get that
Butter,
ultra
cream, and
lovely.
garlic, and that is incredible, isn't it?
But I tell
Two
you what,
cheeseburgers.
yeah. Now you know what I'm thinking of, Satch. I'm thinking about getting 2 cheeseburgers and dipping it in a big dip.
I knew you were saying that. Tom just pouring it all over the cheeseburger. Oh,
Actually, a chicken burger would work better with the big dip.
I was going to say
chicken burger.
mayo.
Yeah,
Or
man.
chicken sandwich.
See, you know what? Okay, but the what I will say in their defense is you're not supposed to have all the big dip to yourself. You dip your pizza. So what? Let's say you're really only having a quarter of that. Still 200. You know,
I bet you there are people who give that big dip and go a good run for his money.
Once you've opened it, you're going for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's from big dip to no dip. I'm telling you.
You ain't gonna save. Like, let me save a little bit of dip for tomorrow. It's not happening. You're gonna put every little bit of your crust in there.
Have you got a cousin called No Dip as well?
No dip, big dip, little dip, diet dip.
Yes, dip.
Bunch of dips.
But I tell you what I don't want to know about because I do love it. And what did you say was the last dip?
Double dip.
Double dip. When they're twins, you got twins. I got twins in my family. What's it called? Double dip.
That's the thing I've learned.
Yeah, they no the garlic butter with the Pizza Express dough balls. I bet you that ain't great. The one that you get even from the supermarket.
No, but that's very small portion they give you.
Yeah, they give you a little.
And also, it's a more fancy restaurant, so you behave. There's an etiquette there where you just use a bit of knife, don't you? You don't go. There's no big dip opportunities in Pizza Express.
But once the butter warms up a bit, you can just go straight in.
Dunk. But with this is just the big dip pot is inviting you to dunk your whole slice in. Basically. Yeah, it's just that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
I bet some people don't dunk. Some people might even pour, and because I'll just use it for the crust. I won't use it for the pizza.
Tommy's right. I think some people just give it a nice pour over the slice.
Yeah, I'd pour over the crust. I'd almost pour it around the outside so that you got your pizza slice. So the crust has got something on it. Otherwise, the crust is too sukkah. The pizza bit, the main event bit, is all right.
Nice. Yeah,
just want it for the bread.
Yes, right. Yes. So things that I've learned is food related as well, and you can have a little guess at this. But the number one best-selling item in supermarkets in the UK is
cheese.
No.
Butter, milk.
No.
Bread.
No.
Eggs.
Crisps.
No.
Biscuits.
Is it a fruit?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit. Apple.
No.
Bananas.
Orange.
Bananas.
Bananas number one. Number one in the Bombay charts.
Absolutely stunned by that. We're a nation of banana eating people. Who would have known?
That's funny. I don't think I'm really that partial to a banana now. I mean, if it's there, it's great, but I don't.
Nah. I do get I have a banana a day.
Kedge is a banana man.
I am banana man. Just call me Eric.
Yeah, no, I think about it. Every time I go to supermarket, I always pick up a pack of bananas. It's part of the
yeah, I've got to have a banana in the house.
But the number one selling item from a supermarket, what study carried out where?
In the UK.
In the UK.
Obviously.
Wow, yeah, that's incredible. You're right. I didn't realize how much banana love there was.
This is all because it's a drive to obviously cutting plastic. You know, like a lot of shops cover their bananas in plastic bags and stuff. So that's why they're saying, well, we need to stop this now, because if this is the thing that's being bought the most, imagine that apparently it's like 180 tons of plastic a year just on bananas.
Wow, just on bananas.
And the good thing about bananas they come in their own wrapper. So do you know what I mean? So in that respect,
well, exactly.
You haven't got to worry, with COVID and germs and who's touched the fruit and then pesticides and what's been on the fruit, what's been sprayed on the fruit. Well, bananas are completely hidden.
Exactly.
The actual. So I like that. Okay.
But they should be putting it in something else other than plastic. I think now, like they need to. That needs to change, isn't it?
Well, I don't think they should be putting it in plastic anyway. Well, why
Kedge, what would you want to stick your banana in?
Oh, yeah.
Would you want to stick it in plastic?
No.
Or do you want to just go straight into people's hands?
Straight into their hands and enjoy it.
I don't want anyone touching my banana
No, but who walks around supermarkets touching all the bananas?
You'd be surprised, Kedge. People do that, and they'd go over there, they'd grab a bunch, and then they'd break off what they want, and then
I do that.
Well, then you've contaminated someone else's.
Sometimes I only need 5. I don't need 7.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like I'm not for that.
But it's got a skin. You don't lick the skin.
But
You just eat the inside of the banana.
I'm telling you, I'm going to re-edit this podcast. There's been too much now. It's just too much.
I get that, Kedge, but like, still, I just don't want someone's hands on my banana.
No,
Right. Well, then you know what? That's fine. Satch wants to kill the planet. It's fine.
Yeah, Satch doesn't want hands on his banana and no bums on his newspaper.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say, Satch? Both ends.
Yes, please.
That's it.
Don't
All right,
touch
we are
him.
covered. And we are covered on the podcast then. That's it. But well, thank you very much. As always, boys, cheers for your time.
Thank you.
Satch, you looking forward to work tomorrow? Just on a
Yeah,
scale of
loving
1
it,
to
loving it.
10? Loving it. Oh, it's great. It's nice when you've got a good team around you, isn't it, Satch?
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, good.
Great people, great leaders.
Oh, by the way, where are you throughout all of this, Kedge? Because I noticed that we're talking about Satch working, but you haven't mentioned anything. Are you working?
No, he's not. That's the problem.
Oh, man.
I always sit there and I think, I bet he thinks Kedge is not doing anything now. It's just all me.
You know what? This is that fact that, this isn't like because he's Asian, he's not doing anything. This is because you're Asian, Satch, and you've got now technically an Asian boss with Kedge. He thinks he can take the mick out of you. It's like
No, it's not that.
Because
It's just-
he is.
I think it's just more a case of this is the person I speak to and see the most now in my life. Last week
Yes.
it definitely was.
Yes,
Wow.
it was. And it's going to be the same again. Don't worry, Satch.
For at least the next few months or weeks at least, right?
Yeah.
I think we're going to give it. Yeah, I think we'll give it a couple of months, and then if we're not sick of each other, one of us will break by that time.
So,
Yep.
But let's just say, for whatever reason, let's just say Satch weren't up to scratch. I know that we can't imagine that because you are adaptable. We know you don't dwell on things. You get on with it. All those are the good qualities. But would you have to then let him go? Would you go, Satch, bruv?
Yeah, it would be a gentle procedure, but it would basically mean that the shifts would be difficult to come by over weeks to come, and then
so you wouldn't even address it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, no,
you just frizzle it out.
You're a freelancer. That's the way the world goes, isn't it? What can I do?
Look at that. Well, you ain't got to have to worry about Satch. Satch is holding his head because he knows how much of a workload he's got because he's killing it. Well, keep smashing it, boys, and have a great week. And to everyone else out there as well, enjoy, and we'll catch you next week. Later.
Laters.
Laters.